Okay, we're in the house. We have been in this house for a day and a half now. I have no manicure. I don't know if I've washed my face today. I can't remember. I do have a toothbrush. We found the toothbrush. Actually, I found a toothbrush and a corkscrew. That was pretty much the two things I really wanted to find last night because it's been a journey. We really were careful to get rid of so much stuff because we knew we were downsizing by more than half. And here we are, we still have too much stuff. And now our big problem is, what are we going to do and what are we going to keep? And now that means for me personally that there's going to be a lot of wailing and gnashing of teeth because I was bringing my favorite things here. And now I'm going to have to get rid of some of my favorite things. But this is the way it is when you downsize, and I'm prepared to hit this task head on. So here's what I've learned so far. Whoever designed this house, and I'm sure the other houses in this over 55 community, really has been quite thoughtful about those of us who are over 50. I've noticed that they've left the kitchens as big as they can because they know that we still want to have our kids, and for us, someday grandkids, be able to entertain properly and have the cabinet space for serving pieces and appliances and things like that. They have made sure that we have room for that. That has been wonderful. The other thing they've done is they've made sure that my hallways are very wide, which will allow, if need be, room for walkers or wheelchairs. They've also left room in the showers. They're wide enough and they don't have a raised threshold. You can walk right in, or if you need to, roll in, as the case may be. I absolutely love that they have thought of that, but this is the main thing. My husband and I were sitting out on the front porch talking about this process, which was really intense. Downsizing, getting rid of this much larger house, moving into this one, the effort that it takes from the two of us at our age right now would be so much harder if we waited another 10 years. And that is what I really am taking away from this. This has been physically just really, really hard. At the age of 72 versus 62, I can imagine that it would be much more difficult. If you're thinking about downsizing, that really needs to be at the forefront because the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be on you physically. And you do want to have a say in how this works. You want to be a part of this process, and you will have a much better chance of taking up the space you want to take during this move if you are more physically able to do some of these chores. So my next step is to get this house where it is comfortable. And then after that, I'd like to take the house to a level that I would like to see the house at. I just, as you know, really love to decorate and love to make things look special. And this is basically finishes that the builder chose. And I'm very, very happy with them. But I do think I'd like to paint a few walls, wallpaper a few walls, do a few things to make it special and make my house look different from all the others in the community. One thing I already see as a potential struggle is that having been in a larger house, a lot of my accessories are big. I have big, big trays that I used to put out on tables, and I don't even think I'm gonna have a table that's as big as some of the trays that I have. I have large candle holders. I have things that I needed to do to fill up space because I had 2-story rooms and you really needed something big to fill those spaces up. I don't have that now. And I'm curious to see how these larger pieces of furniture, these larger mirrors, how they're gonna fit in here. I'm also really afraid of this house looking very grandma, and I don't want it to. I wanna keep some of my special pieces, but I don't want it to look like grandma, and I may not be able to get around it because, I mean, I'm older. Maybe this is the way it is, but I do want it to look a little bit more forward-thinking. That's what we always want to do. That's the whole purpose of the Kojo channel, is that we don't just stay in place, that we're constantly looking forward and seeing these new things that are out there for us And I want to always feel and look like I'm at least engaged in that process, trying new things and seeing what else is out there. So that is my next really big challenge. But I want to know, those of you who are out there doing this, what are you doing to make sure that the house looks like you, but doesn't look grandma? Or are you just saying, this is me, this is how I'm gonna do it, it's my house, and I'm gonna live this way, which I think is a great attitude. I think there's this fine line. Are you struggling through this process? How have you overcome some of these struggles? And what struggles do you still think you need some help with? So please comment down below. Let us know what you're thinking, and we'll try to address some of these things as we go through this process, because what we're realizing right now is that a lot of our friends are going through this. We didn't realize it, and it's starting to pop up quite a bit. People are out there doing this at our age, and some are doing it at a younger age. So let us know what you're going through, how you're solving some of these problems. We need to share this information. This is kind of a new thing. We're the tail end of the baby boomers, and this is a new thing now. My grandparents did not go through this. So we need to know how to do this. So stay tuned.